One game, one goal, one shot at immortality. Rocket Richard was seconds from missing history until he didn't. March 18th, 1945, Boston Garden. 49 goals in 49 games. One more, and Maurice Rocket Richard joins the Immortals. One more, and he proves 50 and 50 is humanly possible. One more, except the puck just won't go in. Boston's got a plan. Shadow him, cross-check him, shut him down. Rocket hasn't bulged twine in 8 straight games. His ribs look like a Rorschach test of bruises. The papers are calling it the Great Dry Spell. And every time he looks up, there are 2 sweaters draped across his shoulders. 49 down, 1 to go, and the league isn't just watching, it's trying to stop him cold. That's where we pick up the story. Roll the tape back 6 weeks, and Richard is a one-man stampede. December and January, he's potting goals like he's tossing coins in a wishing well. Quick, casual, unstoppable. 41 goals in his first 35 games. The Canadiens are rolling, and the forum is shaking so hard the organist's feet can't keep time. Kids skip school to watch practice. The morning papers run cartoons of Rocket firing actual rockets into nets. In 1944, no one thought 50 was doable. The single-season record is 44, set way back in 31, and the schedule is a tight 50 games. Richard's on pace for 60 and doesn't bat an eye. He's 23, fresh legs, that first step burst that makes defensemen take up yoga, and a snapshot that rises off the blade like it's got somewhere better to be. The league's response? If you can't beat him up. Hooking starts early. Sticks under elbows, gloves in faces, late shoves after the whistle. Refs aren't in the mood to intervene. You're a big boy, figure it out. Richard shrugs that off. Racks up 4 hat-tricks in a month, and everyone agrees 50 is inevitable. Then February shows up like an overdue rent notice. 4 straight games without a goal. 5. 6. Boston's Dit Clapper plants him into the garden boards, and the puck skitters out untouched. Detroit's Jack Stewart finishes every check with a forearm sandwich. Toronto's entire blue line forms a loose fence around the slot. Night after night, the score sheet shows goose eggs. Every morning, the headlines scream the streak in bold type. Elmer Locke says the room is quiet after games, like they're all holding their breath in a church. Richard calls it the longest week of my life, even though it's closer to 3. The slump drops him to 49 goals with 9 games left. Still historic, still jaw-dropping, but now it feels breakable. He needs one more to make it 50 and 50, and the entire hockey world smells blood. Game 43. Toronto sticks 2 defensemen and a forward to him like Velcro. Double shifts fresh legs every time he hops the boards. No dice. Game 47. New York ties him up so completely that his stick ends the second period in 2 pieces. Nada. Game 48. Detroit Red Wings whack him across the wrist. No call. He skates away with a welt the size of a biscuit. Game 49. Back in Montreal. The home fans boo every hook. Still nothing. 8 straight blanks. The longest drought of his life. And every rink is sold out because people want to witness history or its prevention. Headlines chant, Richard stuck on 49, on loop. Opposing coaches build whole game plans around him. Left winger stays high to kill the cross-ice one-timer. Right defenseman angles him to the wall. Center collapses low to swallow the slot. Every shift is a wrestling match without a referee. March 18th arrives. Boston, 50th game, do or die. Bruins coach Art Ross tells the papers he's not getting number 50 tonight. Rookie goalie Harvey Bennett vows he'll stand on his head if he has to. During warm-ups, Bruins fans chant 49 every time Richard glides past. Puck drops, and the plan is obvious. Whenever Rocket hops on, Boston's top line hops off. Fresh grinders jump the boards to harass fresh legs. First period, a slash across the back of the knee. Play on. Second period, Richard breaks in alone, gets hooked to the ice. The ref waves it off, an unsolicited opinion. Boston takes a 2-1 lead into the final frame. The Canadiens' bench is quiet and taut. Rocket leans over, gloves on knees, breathing through his mouth like he's sucking air through a straw. 9 minutes left. He barrels down the wing and fires low. Bennett's pad spits it out. 4 minutes left. A juicy rebound bounces to his tape, then rims harmlessly around the glass. 2:15 left. Face off in the Bruins zone. Elmer Locke against Murray Patrick. Locke wins it clean, back to the point, and slides it laterally to Richard at the top of the circle. Rocket steps into it. Wrist shot. Short side. Top corner. Water bottle rockets skyward. It's red light on. The crowd splits between cheers and groans. 50. The place is so loud that the organist forgets the next cue. Richard doesn't celebrate. He exhales like he's been underwater for a month. 30 seconds later, he dishes to Toe Blake for the go-ahead goal. Canadiens win 4-2. History is secured. The next morning, every Canadian paper runs the same front page photo. Richard arms raised, sweater halfway up his torso, looking more relieved than triumphant. The NHL doesn't name an MVP that season. No formal trophy. But sports writers vote Richard most valuable by acclamation. 36 years later, Mike Bossy copies the feat. Gretzky does it 3 times, but 1945 belongs to Rocket. Years afterward, Richard says the 8-game drought taught him more than the 41 goals that came easily. Fans remember the record. Players remember the bruises, the hooks, the late elbows, and the stubborn way he kept going anyway. In 1999, the league introduced the Maurice Richard Trophy, awarded annually to the top goal scorer, an award born on a night in Boston when one stubborn French-Canadian winger refused to be denied. Everyone knows Rocket Richard got 50 and 50. What slips our mind is how close it came to slipping away. A single post, a disallowed tally the night before, a Bruin stick across the hands with 2 minutes left. One bounced the other way, and the legend reads differently. Instead, the puck found twine, and the Rocket found immortality. If you want more stories that live in the margins of the box score, where history is decided by inches, hit subscribe. The next one's already on its way. Hey, hockey fans, you can also follow my blog at https://tedtalkshockey.com, and remember to keep your stick on the ice. Thanks for watching.